Hey YouTube, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining the second episode. Now I have a special guest, my boyfriend, my heart, my everything, Quentin.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
So I'm just so happy to have him with me today. He makes me feel so much more comfortable. But I love you, babe. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here. What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna be popping up, speaking my opinion. Got a lot of exciting things for y'all coming up, and we hope y'all enjoy this episode.
A botched raid. An officer down. A 26-year-old woman shot dead by police.
Is the alert able to talk to you?
No, free.
Her name, Breonna Taylor.
Grand jury decided not to indict 3 police officers in the shooting death of Breonna Taylor.
2 Louisville police officers are recovering, shot during unrest overnight that gripped much of the city's downtown.
No justice, no peace. Tired of seeing my brothers and sisters shot down on these TV screens. The tears and the screams piercing my ears, making them bleed. We know there's good police, but there's more than just bad seeds. We supposed to be trusting these cowards, not head on the ground, neck under their knees. You think the government care about what you need? More justice, more peace.
So this past week, we've had several different things that have just happened over the course of the week. One major injustice. We have been waiting 6 months, 192 days for the cops that killed Breonna Taylor to be charged with murder. This week, September 23rd, ultimately only one officer was charged with 3 counts of wanton endangerment. Definitely not the murder conviction that we were hoping for all 3 of the officers that were involved in her fatality. Ultimately,
Just a slap in the face.
It is a slap in the face.
Ultimately, we get a conviction that's basically a slap in the face. He was convicted for the bullets that missed.
According to state law in Kentucky, the book definition for wanton endangerment, a person is guilty of wanton endangerment in the first degree when, under circumstances manifesting extreme indifferences to the value of human life, they wantonly engage in conduct which creates a substantial danger of death or serious physical injury to another person. Ultimately, the charges weren't even for Breonna Taylor, but they were for her neighbors. So even the slap in the face verdict that we got, it wasn't even for Breonna. It was for her neighbors that are still here. Thank God that they're still here with us, but yeah.
So, we just wanted to touch on this in the beginning of this episode because this is more important than anything. We definitely support Breonna Taylor in this situation. People are really messed up, and one thing we got to do as black people is we need to start communicating better with each other because it starts with us first. Communicating better with each other and being better to each other and really fixing the PTSD that we created for each other. We definitely have something against a lot of our brothers and sisters. We got something against each other, and we need to figure that out before we even do anything else. You know what I'm saying? We need to figure that out first, so that way we can come together stronger than ever.
We need to register to vote. If you haven't done that already, it's almost just getting down to the wire of being registered to vote. So make sure that you're registered to vote. Be prepared to vote in the upcoming election. We have to knock this judicial system off from the head, and that starts with using our right to vote. This case in particular really hits home to me. Breonna was 26 years old, African American female. I'm 26 years old. It really breaks my heart. I'm pissed off about everything that's happened over the past year. Not even with Breonna Taylor, but so many other. We keep on saying, say their name, say this name, say his name. and it just never stops. I just want you guys' opinions and y'all's feedback in the comment section. Let me know how you feel, if it's anger, if it's remorse, if it's all of the above. Let me know how you feel. I'd love to hear about it, and maybe read some comments on our next episode.
Shit, man, I wouldn't let nobody be talking. Man, Tory, you need to say something, bro. You need to, come on, man. Clear this. You need to say something, bro. Exactly. You're going to have to speak to this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, to be honest with you, you have a lot of fans and supporters. You got a lot of people who out here, man, who stand next to you, stood next to you, do music with you.
So on to a little slightly lighter news, because yet another black woman was shot. That be Miss Megan Thee Stallion.
We don't know who did it.
Man, a case of who done it for real. This week with the latest Tory Lanez album dropping or mixtape. I don't know. I didn't listen to it.
I did.
I'm not gonna listen to it.
I mean, I had to get the news and the songs too. Shit, that's what this time is getting. So I got to take it all in, especially if I want to bring it to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I get his point. He wants to be, you know, cultured. He wants to know all of the facts.
Yeah.
I don't care to give it a stream. Me and
even
him,
though they not facts.
Me and him have, and that's what we're going to talk about. What are the facts? We don't know the facts. That's ultimately the problem in this situation. No one really knows. No one was really there. But what I will say is,
people that was there, they're not speaking out.
Yeah, they're not speaking
except
out.
for the two people that they claim was involved.
So, according to Vulture magazine, there was a pool party at Kylie Jenner's house. That was probably the first red flag for me.
Kylie Jenner's. Oh my gosh.
What happened on July 24th? July 24th, pool party at Kylie's house. Now that with Tory Lanez new, baby told me with his tape, apparently it was a lot of 1942 involved. And I heard 1942 was no joke either.
Yeah. He spoke of 1942 and how, you know, he walked in and basically, she was already drunk, drinking on that 1942. And, you know, apparently he said that he also proceeded to the pool area and he saw Kylie Jenner there in there looking like a goddess.
And that's the most too. He just really just uplifted this plastic girl.
Yeah, she was probably looking real good.
Nigga, what?
Real tasty and stuff, and that's basically what he said. So, you know, I'm just speaking on what he said, really, you know.
That's what he said?
That's kind of what he said.
Yeah, alright.
Okay. So, back to the summary of what happened. So, obviously, there's a verbal altercation that happens at the said party at Kylie Jenner's house. And Megan, her friend, a security guard, and Tory Lanez leave the party in a unidentified. They leave the party in an SUV, and obviously maybe the verbal altercation continues, and Megan decides to leave the vehicle by foot, and Tory Lanez supposedly opens the window, the back window, the back door, I don't know, from the back seat. He fires a shot and ultimately shoots Megan in the foot.
Ain't that some amazing ass shit?
Amazing, isn't it?
Yes. In the foot. As she walks away, the irony.
I mean,
how does it matter what foot it was?
I mean, I'm just trying to think. We're dissecting this as we go, you know?
Okay.
So I'm just trying to think, like, if she walking away, how he ain't shoot her in the ankle, not the foot? I mean...
Well, maybe it was the ankle. We just know it was the foot.
Well, she said it was her foot. We don't know.
If you got shot in the foot, would you say it was the foot or would you say it was the ankle?
I mean, I wouldn't say I got shot in the foot if I ain't get shot in the motherfucking foot. Like I said, if I'm walking away, how the fuck I get shot in the damn foot? I would think you could get shot in the ass, in the leg, something, but in the foot?
Well, luckily it was just in her foot and not in her ass. But
unless her feet goes backwards, not forwards.
Now, what does happen though, Tory does get charged, taken to jail for having a concealed handgun in the vehicle. So that was his charge that night, and apparently Miss Stallion was taken or did receive the medical attention that she so deserved on that night. Tory did go to jail. He's out right now. He's out on $35,000 bond. His court date is October 13th.
Ain't wait for that shit.
Yes.
Wait a minute. What's the charges?
He's charged with having a concealed handgun.
Not for shooting Megan.
No, not for shooting Megan at this time. But
Megan, baby.
Not for shooting Megan, unfortunately. Prosecutors are going to charge him with more severe charges if the evidence, they're only gonna charge you with what they can prove.
Right. So we don't even know if that's gonna happen. And let me just say this, Megan Thee Stallion says that she didn't say anything because I was scared. Police pulled up, they had guns drawn out on us. That should have been the first thing you should have motherfucking said. Well, I was just shot. Why you got guns pulled out on me? I was shot. He shot me. He got the gun.
So this is something that Megan mentions on her Instagram live. That she
let's roll a clip of that. Let's
we have a clip of that.
Crazy. That's fucked up. I go through so much shit on a daily basis anyway. Then to have to get on the motherfucking internet where I'm just trying to make my music, do my shit, pop my shit like the bitch I always been. And I'm trying to save niggas. And y'all on the internet talking about, oh, bitch, you ain't get shot. Oh, bitch, you this. Oh, free tour. That nigga not in jail. He not in jail because I didn't tell the laws what happened as soon as it happened. And I should have. I didn't have to spare that nigga. I don't have to spare nobody, but I did. And I'm done. Y'all asking where people at? Why ain't nobody saying nothing? Ask them why they not saying nothing. I haven't talked to the same people. Y'all worry about where they at. I don't lie. I don't have to lie. Ask that nigga why he not saying nothing. What the fuck he gonna get on here and say? Yeah, I shot her. Why? Tell him why you shot me. No reason. Stop fucking lying on me. Stop fucking acting like black women is the motherfucking problem. Stop acting like black women is aggressive when all they be doing is speaking the motherfucking facts and you motherfuckers can't handle it. Stop spreading lies. Stop getting on the internet acting like this shit your motherfucking diary. Stop lying on people. Truth motherfucking is, bitch, you shot me. You scared to come tell everybody that you fucking shot me, and you got your whole fucking team on the internet lying.
So ultimately, we'll find out what the police, the judicial system, has to say about Mr. Lanez and the shooting on October 13th. We'll get the judicial system side, but I definitely can understand where Megan came from. Yes, she probably should have said something, but in our topic right before this, where we were talking about the police are, that are ultimately here to protect and serve us, have not been doing too great of a job, have never have, and we do have, us as African American people, especially in this time, we have an outlook on the police that will ultimately, I can understand where Megan would where she would make that decision.
I can understand too, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. I also cannot see the police shooting somebody after they said, I just got shot.
One of the things I did read, and not in Tory's defense at all, because me and Quentin have definitely, he has just some more, he's like kind of on the fence, like,
I'm an Aries. I'm an Aries baby. Aries baby.
We're both fire signs. I'm a Sagittarius, so we both have some very strong.
With that being said,
viewpoints.
Aries, we look at the facts. And ain't no facts here. So, I'm left to only think what my mind wants me to think.
Conspiracy theories.
AB.
Not in Tory's defense, but we have heard that that September 25th was also his mother's birthday and the day that she passed. So that was the day that he dropped his mixtape. So it was to cumbersome that date, not necessarily the Breonna Taylor stuff, but we all feel like it was just a little tactless and a little displaced, because you're ultimately talking about your involvement with the shooting of an African American woman right after this wrongful verdict.
Shout out to their moms. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Shout out to their moms.
I don't know. I mean, did he talk about his mother in the mixtape?
He kind of did. He talked about both their moms.
Okay.
He talked about both their moms, and he said some things like, both our moms would tell us that we need to work things out and we need to talk it out and stuff, So, he definitely talked. He definitely brought him up. Did he talk about his mom a lot? Not really. Not
for
so
that.
much.
For him to have dropped.
It was mainly more about the situation.
The situation.
People say it was corny. People say it was corny for him to respond in this way by making music. Put yourself in his shoes. Maybe you might not be in his shoes. I understand that too. But you got to do what you got to do. You make your money. And I mean, it wasn't the best album. Not gonna say that, but it was okay.
So there's been a lot of celebrities, influencers, Rick Ross, Bun B.
Shout out to Rick Ross. That shit. Hey man. Hey, Rick Ross, boy, that man know how to start some shit. He know how to start some shit. That was funny, man.
Yeah, he gave him a little toy car.
Let's play a clip.
That was a poor choice, homie. You ain't getting no money with that shit. Hey, I just bought a car for Tory Lanez. I got a gift for your album release, homie. That's you. Heard your shit just went double acrylic on that piff.
Man.
Damn, Rick. Damn, Rick Ross. Ricky Rose.
That was funny.
That was funny. That was hilarious. I appreciate that laugh. You definitely made me laugh that day.
What do you think about ultimately with the Tory Lanez mixtape coming out? And there's also people. People are saying that Kelsey. We haven't heard from Kelsey either. One of her best friends. We haven't heard from her. She hasn't released any statements. How do you feel about people ultimately putting their opinions into things? Them making accusations, honestly, canceling Tory Lanez without actually being there.
If people gonna cancel Tory Lanez without having no facts, if people gonna accuse him of something, I think that's wrong and I think that's whack. What do you think about that? People commenting and saying this man did it. We don't.
It's really hard to really kind of say who did it, who done it. We really don't know, since neither one of us was there. But all I do know is that the Stallion was shot. Yeah. And she's not making that up. Yeah. So somebody did it. Whether it was Tory, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that that they got drunk. Her and her friend were fighting over the gun. Tory Lanez stepped in. I'm not. And then they're saying that Megan was too drunk to realize what she was doing. I hate the drunk narrative. I hate the whole somebody was drunk, so that this happened because they were drunk. No, we want the truth. And I also want to say, kind of like when maybe you had said this before when we were talking about Breonna Taylor and how we have to start respecting each other as as a community. So with all that being said, I want to hear from you guys on this subject too. Let me know how you feel about the Tory Lanez and Megan fiasco. Well, who the fuck did it? Who did it? Let us know. Let us know who you think did it. Whether it's Tory, Megan, you think it's a conspiracy theory like they does. Let us know. Let us know how you feel. Also, let us know how you feel about Breonna Taylor. Let us know. Vent to us in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, we want to hear y'all feedback in the comment section. So please drop a comment. Let us know what y'all think. Who did it?
So this is one of my favorite parts of the episode. Take a drink of wine.
I'm gonna take a shot, baby.
So tonight we toast to loving each other, sticking together, being strong to uplift one another. And I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Cheers. That hard liquor though.
It's gonna get you right. Every time.
If it's anything that you guys want to know about me, want to know about Quentin, please let us know. Comment below. Follow me on Instagram.
Holla at y'all.